Hello, people. It's your boy Dante Fan from IBOMBLOG Media, and we are here on another episode of Talk Beta. Today we are going to be deliberating on some things that are very important. And I have here with me awesome personalities. Okay, at my right I have,
Godwin Endurance.
and at my left.
Christina John.
All right. So, if you were watching, the last episode we had was mind blowing. I mean, you could sense the ideas running around from left, right, center, people coming up with their opinions on things pertaining to how we can help the society and the nation grow. So today we are going to say something different from what we had in the last episode. We are discussing a very critical concept today, which entails and talks about crime in society as a whole. So, but there are certain things that I don't really understand because when we talk about crime, crime as a whole is a political word. But personally, I would want to have a breakdown of what crime is. So, before we begin, Sir Endurance, please would you like to throw more light to help us understand what crime is, the concept of crime?
Well, thank you very much. First and foremost, I must say I'm very much delighted to be here to share in this very episode of Talk Better. And as a matter of fact, hanging out with youth that are very much productive, who sees the society as something they can actually contribute, not necessarily, indulging in crime. And this crime, as a matter of fact, it has a very, I like call it a very broad concept, looking at it in the point of view of the law. And as a matter of fact, also, you may even want to look at it in the religious angle.
Okay.
In the religious angle, you can talk of sin and all that stuff.
Okay.
But let's just, subject ourselves in the legal angle, which the society, is very much abreast with. Crime, from my own view, I see it as whatever you do that is not in tandem with the law. That is to say, in every society, there is a law that is governing that society.
Okay.
And these laws stipulate some guidelines which, as a member of that society, you must abide by. So if you go contrary to the norms, the dictates, and the principles of that very society, of this constitutionally stipulated, you are automatically committing crime. And of course, the law has already stipulated the guidelines to which crime is being punished. So crime is going contrary to the dictates of the law.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There is something that I had recently. I think I saw it on Twitter by one of the people I follow. And then it states that in Canada presently that there is a law that has been passed. There's a bill that has been passed into law stating that any pastor who tells his or her members not to indulge any pastor that tells his members not to transition from one gender to another is due to be imprisoned from 3 to 5 years. And I don't understand because taking a look from our angle, the local perspective, to me, I did, because the people that made up this law are not spirits, they are human beings. So can you say, because there is a possibility that we as a whole we can come together and make a law, and that law, even though it does or does not favor the society, we, as long as it's the law, we are supposed to carry it out. So do you mean that anything that is stipulated, right, as a law in a society, you go contrary to it, that you commit crime? Is that what you mean?
Yes, you have to look at it in this perspective.
Okay.
Like in Nigerian society, for instance, there are guidelines. We have our constitutions, we have bylaws based on different organizations and all that stuff.
Definitely.
So, in each organizations, there are laws. stipulated rules governing that very organization.
Okay. Yeah.
Therefore, if you go contrary to the dictate of that very rules, you can be said to have committed a crime.
Okay.
Now, in Nigerian society, there are laws, there is constitution, there are things that, and the constitution has spelled out ways and, what should constitute crime. Therefore, if you as an individual being a citizen of of Nigerian society as a country, if you go contrary to the dictates of that very laws, the constitution, you can be said to have committed crime. Okay. And again, you have to understand the fact that what may constitute crime here in Nigeria may not as well be a crime in other countries. Yeah. For instance, just like you've mentioned about Canada, for instance, and maybe the kind of laws they operate there may have favored what you just described. Okay. In Nigeria, if you look at it, we do not have such law. Yeah. And if you look at our constitution do not, make rules for such, the provision for such. Okay. So if we as an individual, you decided to, go contrary to the dictates of that, there's every possibility that if you are charged, you can be convicted on that angle.
Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. So the another question I have bubbling in my mind now is, what really is there anything? This question is coming to you, Ms. Ugochi. Is there anything in your opinion that you consider to be the worst crime?
Well,
is there anything like worst crime ever committed, or that one can commit?
Well, I don't think any crime is considered worse than the other. Because,
why do you say so?
Because they're all crimes and they're all punishable by the law. It's only that the punishments might differ. Okay, but in one way or the other, there's some kind of similarities between these crimes. You understand? Yeah. So it's just like armed robbery. Some way or the other, it could lead to murder. You understand? So I think all of them are actually terrible in their own way.
Okay. But do you know what I've observed? I find it sometimes difficult, or let me say sometimes I'm emotional. Sometimes I was privileged to go to a prison, right? To visit one of the prisons that we have in the state, and then I was shocked at the number of people we have there. But yet, each day passing, we have increase in crimes daily. So do you have any? Is there the purpose for the prison? Because to me, I don't think the purpose of a prison is accurate at all. Like, it says the purpose. Is there anything like the purpose of the prison in Nigeria as a whole? Because each day there are a lot of increase in crime daily.
Of course, there is purpose.
Okay, so what's the purpose of the prison?
First and foremost, let me take you back to history. Okay. Like prison did not just emanate of this very generation. Okay. From time immemorial, from the ancient time, there are prisons. When people commit offense, in those days, even at the king's court, there is a place they do keep offenders. Yeah. So making you like a kind of try to isolate them from other people. Thereby in whatever measure they decided to take as a detriment to that offender is a measures those people have taken so that the society, people who are living a kind of a life, will learn that if you commit something, you will be punished. Yeah. And that punishment may not just come because people feel like punishing you. You'll be kept in a place. Okay. So it revolves as the society evolved. The concept of prisons also, came up, and as you can see, just like you make mention of going to prison, one of the prison and close by, and you saw the numbers of people, a lot of people, in there, and to you felt that there's no point. There's no point making prison. People every day, people commit crimes, and people. It's laughable anyway. Wow. But
Portalinks is a web development company. We aim at giving our client the best and quality services. We offer different kinds of services such as web design, search optimization, digital marketing, branding, and online training. We are known for our quality services and as well always ready to give our clients the best. Kindly contact us to take your business and brand to the net level. Call us on 090281076662.
There is a very big purpose to which prison was made. First and foremost, I will say that prison was created for reason being that the societal reject can be assembled in a place where rehabilitation will take place.
Yes.
Now, when you commit a crime, the law enforcement are there, who arrest.
But sorry, sir. Sorry, let me continue. You just made a vital point. You said the prison was created as a rehabilitation center to help, right? But the truth is that the people have witnessed that went to prison and come out. Like, I mean, they came out being more tougher.
The same. Nothing changes.
No.
Just
more
get
tougher.
worse.
No.
Than who they were.
No. I'll cut in there. Okay. That is where the society get it wrong.
Okay.
The problem is not the prison.
Okay. What could be a problem, sir?
The problem is the society.
Really? How do you mean?
When you say the people, when you go to prison, which you are supposed to be reformed,
Yes.
rehabilitated, and now, after your sentence, as the case may be, you are being sent back to the society. Now, these people, don't forget, before they leave, they socialize.
Of course.
They had friends.
Of course.
And these people are still living in the society.
Yeah, of course.
Waiting for these people to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the prisons, the officers in prison, they did their work. If you've been following prison concepts, if you've been following prison very well, you know that they are working tirelessly. They are working tirelessly. Now, coming back to the society, one, there are a lot of things that can make some of these people,
to come back more.
make them to be tougher. One, stigmatization in prison. In the society.
Okay.
They go to the prison. There is some of them, many of them, like majority of them, they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
Their mindsets are reformed.
Okay.
Now, coming back to the society, which the society are supposed to embrace them, call them home, and make them feel that love. Instead, the society stigmatize them. And that stigma, they find it very difficult to blend in the society.
Okay.
And now, seeing that they are being rejected, and the only way they can, get themselves
defense system
good is for them to they remember their past life.
right.
That is better for them to even become a terror
Than trying to fit in again.
than living a life where they are rejected. Now, don't forget, they being a terror to the society is not necessary that they enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they feel that if I become a terror to the society and I'm being arrested again,
Absolutely.
I will even enjoy peace in the
That's where I
prison.
was,
Where I was even better
Than the society.
than the society where I came to meet. So sometimes the society does not really treat them well in the manner they should forget their past life.
Okay, let me refer that question. Do you really blame society about that? Because personally, if I see an ex-convict, right, someone that has served jail terms, and then if he comes out, personally, I would not want to like blame him.
Why wouldn't you want to associate with that person?
Because I want to stay and watch if there is that reformation. Because you can't just, I shouldn't risk too much. Remember, this person is an ex-convict. I shouldn't risk too much. So, do you think is the society's fault?
Well, it is actually. It is
society's fault.
It is.
So okay, now what you're telling me now is that, sorry, I don't want to cut you. Okay. What you're telling me now is that if you see an ex-convict, someone that you know that have killed in after rise, and then the person has self-jailed and now he's out, means you can associate with him very well.
Well, if I was associating with him before, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't.
Are you serious?
Now, wow. let me cut you in again.
Wow.
Let me say this.
I'm loving this.
Let me say this. See, you know, the prison. I am happy that the prison, what prison is now today, is not how it used to be before.
Are you serious?
Yes, and that is why, if you can, you know, follow up, the name now has been changed from prison to correction.
Correction center.
To correction center.
Wow.
So like in Nigeria, for instance.
Wow.
So now, it is expected that those who are sent, the society are rejected, people who are mentally, you know, because I don't think that any normal human will just want to maybe pick up arms against the other. To me, I see more of this thing as psychological as like that. So most of these people, if found guilty by the law, taken to the remanded in prison, the correctional center do all they can to reform them, to change their mindset. They have trained personnel, psychologists, sociologists, social workers. They have personnel who handle these cases. Now, when these people comes up, you know, and again, let me still say this, they have gone as far as now trying to enlighten the society. Now, that these people, you people once rejected,
changed.
We have reformed them. Their mindset has changed.